Yeah, 1, 2.
Oh my God, I'm shaking.
1, 2, 3.
No. I want to know your perspective on our lore.
When you first made your video, hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to my channel, and look who's hanging out today.
I feel like I'm already having like a fangirl moment. I feel like this is so bizarre to me to like film in person with someone and also filming here with you after our enormous lore, if I'm being quite frank, is something that I never thought this moment would happen. I'm definitely waking up from whatever is happening here.
So today, guys, we're gonna be having some cookies and tea. Adam's in town, and I got so excited because you said you haven't tried a crumble before.
I've always wanted to try it, and we don't have this, and I've been persuading my friends that I'm on this trip with that I've wanted to try these, and not once have they ever wanted it. And I know that they do like rotations, different cookies. This is so American to me as well. When you were like, oh, are we gonna do this? And I went, absolutely, we're gonna do this.
Okay, I'm so excited because all I wanted to do is have cookies and tea with you and just chat. And I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions and we'll just have fun and hang.
Love it.
And then I also thought it could be kind of like brunch vibes. So I have mimosas.
You just speak to my heart.
Have you done a saber before?
That terrifies me so much, and I am just so here for it. You have no idea. I love, love, love anything to do with champagne. This is, okay. Knowing our history, I really don't know how I feel about you holding this so close to me right now.
Thanks for coming over, Adam. Here's this huge golden sword.
I'm like, guys, I'm like, Ro, anything I said in the past, I really don't mean it. I really don't mean it, Ro. I really don't mean it.
No, I'm gonna knight you a member of the champagne gang.
Love it.
But you have to saber first.
Okay.
And then you're knighted.
This is not you sabering me, right?
No, I promise.
Okay, we're in the clear. We're in the clear.
Okay, let's go to kitchen.
Okay.
We can do this. This is gonna be great. I'll bring the glasses.
I'm terrified.
Okay, so guys, this is how you saber. There's a seam line right here, and that's the weak point. So you tilt it this way, and then hold it, and boom, like that. Yeah, 1, 2.
Oh my God, I'm shaking.
1, 2, 3.
No! Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. No, I don't. Oh my God.
You did great.
I'm still shaking. I'm still shaking.
Good.
I feel like I need a moment here. Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
You sabered.
Is the bottle supposed to look like this after?
Yeah.
My first panic attack at Rose Highs. That's not knocked off the bucket list, guys.
You've sabered and you've had the first panic attack here, so we're doing really well. Okay, and I now knight you a part of the champagne gang. Welcome.
This is the most exciting moment of my life.
Okay, let's try our first cookie, your first crumble.
I'm so excited.
All right, Adam, which one do you want to try first? And I'll tell you the flavor.
I think I want to build myself up to like the most American one. Like this one to me is just screaming like what I think of like American cuisine would be. Like if I'm being honest. I'm gonna let you take me on a journey from least to most American.
Well, let's just start with a classic chocolate chip cookie. Okay, you obviously don't have to eat all of this. Just have a bite.
And what if I eat all of it?
Well, you can do that too, whatever you want.
Wow, this is the biggest chocolate chip I have ever seen in my entire life.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
That's good.
That's brown sugar. I can taste it. The butter, it's really buttery.
Oh yeah, I love how different our palates are probably coming at this with your bakery background and me just being, I don't really know how to finish that sentence, me just being me.
Wait, like, so when you moved from Ireland to UK, right?
So I moved from Derry in Ireland, really small, to Brighton in England.
Okay, so like desserts in Ireland or England, like, are they this sweet? Because I haven't been, to England yet.
I would struggle to find a bakery in either Ireland or England that would do me this. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like,
you'd be like, no way.
And it's whenever I grew up, I would see like bakery channels or like bakery books and stuff, and it would be these big elaborate things. And I'm like, wow, we really don't get any of that out there. Like our chocolate chip cookies as well would be like this compared to that.
I will say the portion sizes here are like kind of ridiculous, but I do, I do like that you can get a cookie and then like you could share it with your friends. That's something I do really like. And they do sweets. I mean, they go sugary here. This one kind of matches the wall, but they call this one the original pink cookie. And it looks like one of those millennial cookies. Like that you see at the grocery store that are like really soft. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, the sugar cookies.
Yes, that's
it was
what
always
this
my dream to
reminds me
try
of.
those.
This is that, but it's supposed to be amazing.
This is actually very beautiful. Okay,
It's like
cheers.
floaty.
Cheers. Oh.
Wow. It just tastes like powdered sugar.
That's really good. That one just like melts.
Wow.
Wait, do you prefer A harder cookie or a softer one?
It kind of like depends what mood I'm in. So you're Gen Z and I'm a millennial. And I love those videos like on TikTok when they have someone from Gen Z and a millennial and there's like a door between them or something and they're like, answer the phone. And they said, they were saying like Gen Z would go like this and millennials would go like this. And then the other one was hearts. They said millennials do this. Yes!
This is, okay, to be fair, this to me is so millennial coded. Like there's something like really like...
Adam, I don't want to scare you, but like when you're older, like arthritis, this hurts. Ow.
So I'm gonna enjoy it while I have it.
Yeah, please do. And the same with technology, I think is so weird because when I grew up with technology, it was right when it was like being born and the internet was first forming. And like in high school, we didn't have the internet. And we definitely didn't have the internet when we were like in middle school. And I think it's so crazy. Like, what was that like growing up? Because when you were in middle school, like, did you have an Instagram? Like what level,
First of all, I'm trying to figure out
how does this work?
Middle school, high school,
yeah,
junior school, like we call it different. We call it
what do you call
nursery, primary school, secondary school, and college. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Middle school's 12, 13, 14. And then high school's 15, 16, 17, 18.
This is really confusing. This is really confusing, I'm gonna be honest.
This is so crazy, but we used to have dial-up internet, so it was really slow.
So the thing that makes the noise?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I thought that was just in movies.
And it would take like 10 minutes to load, and it was connected through your home phone line.
I feel like I grew up on the internet.
Okay, as Gen Zs growing up with technology, is it weird being in school, like when you're younger, and then everyone's online? Because cyberbullying didn't exist when I was growing up. Like if you were gonna bully somebody, you had to have enough gold to do it to their face.
Well, I understand what you're saying. My first experience of bullying was the Nintendo DS chat room. Like we, in primary school, would have golden time, which, do you have that here? Like in your younger years, you would be allowed, like on a Friday, for the last hour of the day, you would be allowed to bring in a toy. But because my like generation, like had, you know, like Nintendo DS's, we would all bring in our Nintendo DS's and there was a chat room. And if you all were on like a similar like wavelength, I guess, in the same room, you could all join the same chat room. And it got banned from our school. Like Nintendo DS's are banned from my primary school.
Oh my gosh.
And we were the first ones to do it. Really trailblazers, but like not good. People would join the chat room and the teachers didn't know that we could do this. And you would have to, with your Nintendo stylus, like write things and you would post it and it would like, it's like a live feed.
Oh, okay.
And people would like write bad messages about other people. And then the teachers found out about it and they got banned. And that was before we all really had phones and stuff, but like, that was really the first time where like people my age, and I think we would have been like maybe 10 or 9 or something, were like vicious towards each other. Like they had the Nintendo DS and they found a way.
Whoa.
In secondary school, my school thought that they were being so modern and they did away with textbooks and they gave us all iPads and they were like, we're gonna PDF every single textbook.
Oh,
so from the time I was 11 to 16, we had an iPad and it had unrestricted access to social media, which obviously was a big turn in like things I've spoken about. I had such frequent access to like social media. And obviously you can imagine the kind of things that we would literally be in like science class and we would all have like immediate access to messaging each other things. And ultimately what's really sad about it is a lot of things would be said about the teachers through this. And there was no form of moderation.
The most high-tech thing we had in my high school, like when I was older, right before college, was TI-83 calculators, and we figured out how to hack them and play a game on them. Like, that's about it. This is so crazy to think about.
It is something that, like, in turn, like, makes me really sad because, like, people that are even younger than me, like, we have this, like, epidemic of iPad babies. At least I had like a little bit of a childhood without like screen time, I guess. But I feel like people are gonna be on social media younger and younger, and I was already on it very young.
How do you teach a generation that grows up with that like advanced technology how to have that space? Because it's so addicting, I feel like. Like I even catch myself, like if I'm on Instagram or TikTok, I'll start watching a French bulldog video, you know, like a funny, cute one. And then the algorithm learns that I love those.
That's how they
And then it just keeps showing me all these cute puppies. And I'm like, I love it. And then I'm like, what just happened? I'm like, put it down, I gotta stop. But I do enjoy my time on there, but I do think it's kind of addictive. All right, we're gonna do a little cookie break now. So this next one is peanut butter Snickers. In Ireland, do they have Snickers?
Yes.
Whoa. Whoa.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of peanut butter. It's a little too thick for me. I want to try one of this one. Okay, so this one is another candy bar one. Caramel shortbread Twix. Have you had a Twix before?
Yes.
I just don't know. I don't know what candies are over there.
Cheers.
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 Okay. Mmm, so softer.
I do like the softer cookies.
Oh my gosh, the caramel's so good. I love Irish accents. I can't do them. And I'm part Irish on my dad's side. And I really want to master an Irish accent because I think they're beautiful.
I've never really had a strong accent except for certain words. How would you say the thing that you look in to see your reflection?
Mirror.
See that? Mirror.
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 You're looking in a mirror. See, I can't say how you say it without like, in turn, it kind of sounds like I'm like making fun of the American accent. Like I go like, mirror. Because you do baking, what is one of the main components? I don't
Flour, sugar.
Okay, the first one you said.
Flour.
Say it again, wait.
Flour. Flour.
Flour.
Fleur.
Flour.
Fleur.
Why are you splitting it up like that? Situation.
Situation?
Situation. See, like, why can't I do it with like it sounds super condescending, like.
Situation.
That was good. Do you say meat?
Meat.
No, M-E-E-T. Meat.
Meat?
Do you know what meat means? Because it's like a dairy slang.
What is it?
It means to make out with someone. Like you're meeting with someone.
No way.
I'm trying to think, so whenever I think of like dairy accent, I really have to tap into it. Get a chicken box. Sure, we'll go get a chicken box. Do you know what that means?
No, what does that mean?
A chicken box? Ugh. I'm so glad you brought this up, bro.
It's a box of chickens.
Nope. Not quite that, babe. The perfect fast food after a night out. It's like a box, that's correct. But it's like cut up chicken and like mayo, sriracha, like it's just like the dirtiest thing. But like we would, like whenever I tap into dairy, I'd be like, sure, after a night out, we'll get a chicken box. Like dairy sounds really rough. For God's sake, like, we'll get a chicken box after a night out. Like we'll go to Apache Pizza and we'll do all this and we'll get a drink and we'll drink some tequila and it's all like it's like mucker. I have to say chicken box when I like tap into dairy and like it's a big thing where I'm just like, me and Ro will get a chicken box. Wait, I want to hear you try it.
Chicken box.
That's actually quite good. That's actually quite good. The way you knighted me with the champagne, you are now a dairy citizen.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so to compare them, these are the ones at the grocery store.
Where the hell did these come from?
Molly.
Molly, you get it when you said you want to try it.
Like
Molly, I've always wanted to try these. This is a big moment.
Feel how soft these are. It's like a little cloud. I don't get it.
Molly, babe, I love you.
That's it. They're so soft. It's stupid soft. It's just powdered sugar.
I prefer this over that. Wow, these are really good. This is gonna really upset you.
Okay.
We had home ec in school. Did you have that? Where you would bake and cook things.
Yeah, but it was, my school is terrible.
I got kicked out because I was that bad at cooking. Like I was a hazard in the kitchen. This is a mandatory class. Like how do you get kicked out of that?
They were like, can we just turn this into pass fail for you?
The worst thing was in our final.
What did you make?
Well, we would do like it would really not be anything that impressive. Like
what?
Pasta and stuff.
Pasta?
Pasta?
Pasta from
Where did that actually come from?
Pasta.
Do you think I sound American? Because everyone says I sound American.
I think that you have a slight twang.
Of American?
No.
Against American? Like not American?
I think you have a slight Irish twang always. Okay, so there's 2 cake cookies. Birthday cake Oreo, and then the other one is confetti cake. So let's start with the smaller one. Let's do birthday cake Oreo.
That one's actually my favorite. It's a little bit intense, but I'm getting used to the overall American vibe here.
So when you were living in Ireland, and then you completely moved, is there any differences that you noticed between like the 2 places? Like, is it food, culturally, like, what was it moving to like a whole new place?
The drinking. The drinking. In Ireland, we will drink under the table. And in England, they like to drink as well, but it's very different. Like St. Paddy's Day, St. Patrick's Day in Ireland is my favorite day ever. And then whenever I moved to England, I was like, wow, they all don't go as crazy as what we go. The only thing I do is whenever I'm in England, I mean, I really miss being home. Like I'm so far away from home in England. Like I'm literally the tip top of Ireland and I'm the tip bottom of England.
All right, here's the last cookie that we have to try, the last Crumbl Cookies, and then you have done crumbles. Adam, I'm gonna be honest, this is intense.
Do people like
Oh my
casually eat this?
Yes, people love these.
Really?
And I have to be honest, all these were good, but they're really sweet.
It's just like a crazy sized cookie.
This is definitely a cakey cookie.
I was about to say, yeah. Put a candle on that. Like, well, cheers.
Okay, let's try it. Cheers. Eat it like a taco.
Wait.
Eat it like a burrito.
Oh, that is very sweet.
So sweet.
Unfortunately, I think
That
it might
is
be
okay.
my favorite one.
I like that. Maybe, I don't know, the Twix or the chocolate chip. I like the classics.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I'm going for the birthday cake.
So your
The one I
favorite
feared
was
the
cake.
most. And isn't that such a beautiful sentiment? The one I feared the most.
Oh my gosh, it's like us. No. We should tell the story of how did we meet.
I think we had two very different perspectives of each other.
Wait, here, let me give you a microphone. Okay, and then I'll
Thank
take
you.
one too.
Our lore.
Yeah, tell me about our lore.
Well, before I answer this, I want to know your perspective on our lore.
When you first made your video,
Mhm.
I felt like I could relate to so much of what you were saying and how you were feeling
Mhm.
because I've had experiences in entertainment where not the exact same thing happened to me, but I've been put in situations that just didn't sit right. I felt for you
Mhm.
and I felt connected to you that way because I felt like he doesn't even know it, but we have something in common.
Yeah, you made sure to let me know.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reach out to him.
And how
then-
did you reach out, Ro?
I can't remember which one I reached out to.
My immediate thought was let's talk about it on my podcast.
I was like, let me reach out to you. But then I got nervous because I was like, Instagram, I don't know for you, but for me, sometimes it doesn't show up. The messages aren't in chronological order.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate it because messages always get lost.
Mhm.
So I was like, well, I better reach out to him on Twitter as well and send him a DM because what if he can't, what if he doesn't see it? And then I remember you making a video like, Rose stalking me. I was like, oh my gosh, definitely don't want you to feel like that. I was like, Mike, what do I do? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, I'm gonna, just give a lot of space. I'm gonna unfollow and just let time do its thing. And then I had a few drinks one night. It was a while, and then I was like, hi, in your comments.
I get this notification, and it's like, Rosanna Pansino has commented on your YouTube channel, and I'm like, wait, she's responding to a comment. And I click on it, and it's Ro responding to like many comments, being like, I will talk about this on my podcast. And I'm like, hello? Whenever I first covered the Mr. Beast story, I very clearly said this, and I've already said this to you, my take on it was so bad. And the fallout that happened from that, there were, a few comments here and there in the comment section, and it ultimately showed that like I had overreacted to what I was given, and I completely misinterpreted what you were commenting. And then ultimately it was whenever I'd reached out to you again, and this is like tale as old as time, like when you actually like speak to someone. And it was like a really big moment as well, where there have been like a couple times with other creators since that like I've wanted to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, like maybe if I speak to them, it'll work out differently, because like ultimately it was like maybe 20 seconds before like it was clarified, like anything that like on either of our sides that like was a little bit iffy. And it was like a big learning moment for me, where I was like, don't jump the gun. You can have a conversation with someone before shutting it down. We talked through a lot.
Yeah.
And it was like, there were things that we related to, and there were experiences that we had shared, and there were things that we disagreed with, and there were things that like we had different opinions on. And it was ultimately like, wow, you can have a conversation without shutting it down. And I always say this, I'm putting this down, Rose. I think this whenever I think of like our internet lore. It doesn't excuse anything. And I said this to your face as well, and I was like, I'm gonna give you this, and I mean it only for a little bit of context, but not shutting anything down. This situation with you was really one of the first with like a creator that I had had in a very long time. And my opinion up until we had a conversation was, I will shut down any creator who tries to speak to me, because I have had really bad experiences with creators where I'm like, I'm not giving you any access to me. And then ultimately it was a hard lesson for me to learn and a pill to swallow, to be like, you cannot live your life putting everyone under the same microscope of a past experience you had. And then ultimately, again, when I spoke to you, I was like, wow, I overreacted and I can't apply XYZ to XYZ. Otherwise, I'm never gonna have a human connection again. I've said it then and I'll say it again to you. It wasn't how you handled that, it was how I handled that.
And I realized that when I reached out, it was probably like really fresh. Because I feel like when you uploaded a video kind of explaining what happened, where you're at, I think that for you, it was probably like really fresh, like emotionally, and that's the first time you're talking about all these things in this way where people are listening and actually like absorbing it. I didn't really think about the timing and that maybe it was too fresh for me to send you a message. And that's the one thing I wish I would have maybe waited a little bit longer before.
But I don't think the time ever would have been right for me. I think it was a learning moment, and unfortunately you were the scapegoat in that instance. I feel like, unfortunately. But I have like learned so much from that experience.
And also you're not psychic. Like I was pretty private about kind of losing a friendship because I didn't really have the full picture. And I also had someone who wasn't being honest with me. I think it's like hard when you've been friends with someone for so long and you think that they're one way and you learn that there's another side to them that you didn't know. Just that took a really long time for me to process, and I just did not know how to work through that. And I had never really had that happen. I don't know, all this shit was just building up inside of me, and when I went on Trisha's podcast, it just started spilling out of me. Still to this day, it breaks my heart, and it hurts for a lot of reasons. It hurts because I thought we were really friends. I thought that I really trusted her. And the kids were so close. So it hurts like on all levels. And it's just hard for me to even say out loud, honestly.
Specifically with like Trisha and you, there was a level and element as well that came into it where it was like, it was a wake up call for me because it was like, you can't expect people to move on your terms when it also took you, as in me, time to speak about it. You know what I mean? Like that was a big thing with both you and Trisha, and it was what I ultimately had to learn, which is like people have to process things at their own time as well, and it's selfish in turn to expect. I had to like move out of my apartment, I had to move out of the city because I was getting like doxxed so often by her fans, and there were police showing up at fucking 3 a.m. for wellness checks because they wanted to shut it down, which obviously you have experience as well with different stories. People would be like, Adam has publicly posted he was trying to like do something to himself, which wasn't true, to try shut down the story. I think as well, like being completely truthful to you, and I like, if I ever was face to face with Trisha, I would say this to her as well, which is like, it is selfish to expect something off of someone. It was never anything I took personally. The main thing was, again, which is what I apologize to you for, was like
terrible communication at first.
Yeah.
Do you ever find this, that when you text someone, people can't understand what
the tone as well?
Your tone. You can't.
Tone check.
You can't always pick up on tone.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so good to talk in person or over the phone, because then you can really better understand where someone's coming from, I feel like.
But also, this is why I will always be a fan of voice memos. I love a voice memo.
See, I haven't gotten into the voice memos. I'm so intimidated by them.
They're great. You get my tone.
Okay, I want to do it with you.
You don't know how to do a voice memo?
I don't voice memo. This is the button I usually use.
Yeah, it's this one right here.
Hey, Adam, it's Ro. This is a voice note.
Ro, please.
Which one is it?
A voice memo.
A voice memo.
And then you just send it. And look, I know your tone in that. Can't wait to listen to that one back.
It's a good one. Wait, what else do I need to know?
With your phone?
And a pop socket. That's pretty good.
Okay, bring back pop sockets. I love pop sockets, but now like with MagSafe, it like throws it off because the charger's like
Wow, Adam, can't believe you didn't know that. That's just so coded in Gen Z stuff over there.
I can't believe these exist.
Oh, okay. You guys, I forgot to tell you this, but Adam also has a Frenchie. Bonnie,
My little Bonnie. I named both my dogs after my favorite celebrities. So we have
Bonnie and Clyde.
Not quite.
Oh, okay, no.
We have Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Love that music video.
I've taken my mom to so many of her concerts, and it's so funny because it's like a concert in the middle of like Spain, and there's like 100 people in the crowd, and we'll be there barrier every time. So Bonnie Tyler and Dolly Parton.
Barrier. It came out, your vowel. That was Irish. It was really beautiful.
What? What did you just say? Oh, barrier.
There it is.
At Barrier. There it is.
Barrier.
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 What would you say? Barrier?
Barrier.
See?
Adam, I have one last question.
Okay, hit me with it.
When my podcast is ready, will you come on it?
Are we going to talk about this on the podcast?
Yes, it's basically going to be here again.
I feel like
we'll have microphones.
I have such like Rosanna Pansino's podcast. It's such a part of like mucker lore on my channel. Can I just hear you say like, let's talk about it on the podcast?
Let's talk about it on the podcast.
Purple heart.
Purple heart.
Wait, did you do that?
All right, thanks for hanging out with us. Bye, you guys. Bye. Make sure to go follow Adam. I'll put his links down below.
My sweetie.